you almost bought the UFC. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Wow. And so it did. How did it fall through? I mean, did your deal get hijacked by Dana and the Fertinas, or maybe that's not the correct verbiage? But what happened there? I mean, it sounded like you were close to buying it. How did that deal fall apart at the end?
I was actually approached by the old Extreme fighting guy, John Peretti, if you recall, who when his promotion went under, he was doing some matchmaking, some commentating for the UFC. He had reached out to me looking for a partner to buy out Bob Meyerowitz. They had run into some financial trouble when they got yanked off of the pay-per-view platform that they were on and had a little bit of a good run going. And they were finally at a situation where they had gotten one of the athletic commissions. It was New Jersey. Larry Hazard had agreed to provisionally sanction one event, and representatives from the Nevada Commission were going to come and watch the event, and it was hopefully going to be a springboard to get regulated, which would hopefully then allow the promotion to get back on pay-per-view, which was the primary revenue source. Mm-hmm. But Bob had run out of money, so he was in a bind. So he came to me through Peretti, and we worked out a pretty quick deal where Peretti and I were going to buy 51% of the company and put a certain amount of money in escrow to hopefully fund the company for the years that we thought it might take to get regulated and hopefully get back on pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And the way it happened is we signed a contract. I put up the money. The down payment was going to fund that New Jersey show so it could happen and not get held up. And, we went through the regular due diligence and exchange of information, and as the deal got closer to the closing date, I just stopped getting return phone calls and stopped getting information, and I was kind of left out on an island. Meyerowitz just kind of disappeared on me, and I eventually found out is because he found another buyer, and when I found out who the buyers were, I realized pretty quickly that they had much deeper pockets, much better contacts than I would ever have. And I wasn't really looking to own the UFC. I just didn't want to see it go out of business because I kind of like having a promotion for my guys to have fights in.
Right.
So it kind of worked out for me, the best of both worlds. They took it over. They did things with it that never would have happened, in my opinion, if those guys weren't at the helm. And we ended up with a spot in the sport and a really good seat on a ride that's been pretty fun.